Hello, everyone. I am doing my presentation on green burials. I decided to record this presentation because of the possible snowstorm. I hope you enjoy. You might be asking, what is a green burial? A green burial, also known as a natural burial, prioritizes minimal environmental impact throughout the funeral process. Typically, only biodegradable materials are used, and the burial site is maintained in its natural state, sometimes contributing to the preservation of the land. Embalming with chemicals is prohibited, and the burial receptacle must be crafted from biodegradable materials. Instead of burial tombs, a simple earth grave plot is dug. Some green burial sites refrain from traditional markers, though others may permit small, natural stone markers made from organic materials. This is an image of a biodegradable casket made from local materials that was made here in Halifax. I thought it was a good example to add into the slideshow here. Next, I'm going to talk about the 5 principles of green burials. Number 1, no embalming. Green burial involves preparing human remains without embalming, as it's seen as an intrusive and unnecessary practice. Instead, refrigeration and environmentally friendly products are used for preservation, allowing for a dignified viewing without the need for embalming. Number 2, direct earth burial. Unembalmed remains can be wrapped in a shroud made of natural biodegradable fibers and placed in a casket crafted from sustainable materials. Ideally, these materials are locally sourced, minimizing environmental impact. Number 3, ecological restoration and protection. After burial, time is given for the ground to settle, followed by planting of indigenous plant species to restore and enhance the local ecosystem. Sensitivity to the existing ecosystem is crucial, with minimal visitation to individual graves and the careful placement of walking paths and communal memorials. Number 4, communal memorialization. Green burials discourage individual memorials, favoring communal memorials made from naturally sourced materials. Simple inscriptions are used, with the entire burial site serving as a collective memorial for those interned there. Number 5, optimize land use. Green burial sites are designed to maximize land use efficiency with minimal infrastructure, temporary roads that can be repurposed as interment lots, and grave dimensions that optimize capacity while minimizing environmental impact. The history of green burials. The tradition of green burials traces back to ancient times when bodies were laid directly into the earth, allowing them to decompose naturally and enrich the soil. This practice was once prevalent worldwide, with exemptions like ancient Egypt and China, where mummification was favored for certain individuals. Yet green burials remain common for the majority. In the early 1990s, concerns about environmental impact of cremation and traditional burial practices emerged in the UK, prompting a shift towards green burials as a widespread alternative. This movement eventually extended to the United States. It wasn't until 2008 that Canada saw its first urban green burial site established in Royal Oak Burial Park in Victoria. Misconceptions surrounding green burials. One of the common misconceptions about green burials is that they lack regulation and formality, raising concerns about the legality and proper handling of remains. However, green burial practices are rigorously regulated and guided by established regulations and guidelines from local authorities. These measures ensure both environmental protection and public health. Another misconception is that green burials offer limited choices compared to traditional burials, particularly concerning burial sites, ceremonies, and memorialization options. Contrary to this belief, many green cemeteries providers offer a wide range of services and amenities tailored to individual preferences. These include natural burial grounds, eco-friendly caskets or shrouds, and personalization memorial ceremonies. Additionally, some individuals may assume that green burials conflict with religious or cultural traditions that prescribe specific burial practices. While this may hold true for some certain belief systems, many religions and cultures accommodate or even endorse environmentally friendly burial practices. They perceive such practices as aligning with principles of stewardship, simplicity, or reverence for nature. Furthermore, there's a misconception that green burials pose health or safety risks due to the absence of embalming and the use of biodegradable materials. However, research indicates that properly conducted green burials are safe and sanitary with minimal environmental impact. Moreover, burial grounds must adhere to stringent regulatory standards to ensure public health and safeguard groundwater quality. Of green burials. Alkaline hydrolysis, also referred to as water cremation, presents an alternative approach to the final disposition of human remains. This method entails the breakdown of the body using a blend of water, heat, and alkaline substances. Notably, alkaline hydrolysis requires less energy and emits fewer pollutants compared to traditional cremation, positioning it as a more environmentally conscious choice. Moreover, the resulting liquid solution is sterile and devoid of harmful pathogens or pollutants, rendering it suitable for eco-friendly disposal or potential reuse. The next is natural organic reduction. It offers another disposition method for human remains characterized by the expedited decomposition of the body into organic matter, prominently facilitated by microbial activity and natural processes. Often recognized as human composting or recomposition, this technique promotes soil regeneration by reintroducing nutrients to the earth in a natural and eco-friendly manner. These alternative forms of green burials are not yet allowed in Nova Scotia, but there is a huge movement to get them to be in the future. Laws in Nova Scotia on green burial. Officially, there are no laws within Nova Scotia that specifically address green burial, as it is not mentioned in any act. However, within the framework of existing legislation, green burial is treated no differently than conventional burial. This encompasses activities such as the care and transportation of human remains, as well as arrangements for burial. Consequently, the same acts and regulations that apply to conventional burials equally apply to green burial practices within Nova Scotia. While Nova Scotia has not established specific legislation pertaining to green burials, there may exist local regulations or cemetery policies governing burial practices. It is necessary to consult with local authorities or cemetery operators to determine any requirement or guidelines regarding green burials in Nova Scotia. Now, I have a list of natural burial sites in Nova Scotia. While there are currently no fully green burial sites in Nova Scotia, there are a few hybrid cemeteries which offer green options. Below, I do have listed 3 that have the green options available. So in summary, why choose a green burial? Opting for green burials offers a way to significantly reduce the ecological impact commonly associated with traditional burial practices, which often involve harmful substances like embalming fluids and non-biodegradable materials such as metal caskets and concrete vaults. By embracing green burials, individuals can lessen their carbon footprint, minimize land usage, and decrease the consumption of natural resources. These eco-friendly burials typically take place in designated natural areas like green cemeteries. By selecting this approach, individuals actively participate in preserving green spaces and wildlife habitats, safeguarding them against potential development threats. Moreover, green burials can prove to be more budget-friendly compared to traditional options, with simpler caskets or shrouds and fewer additional expenses. Individuals can potentially save money while ensuring a respectful and environmentally conscious farewell. I made an anonymous poll asking the question, would you choose a green burial? Once everyone in the class has done the poll, I will post the results in Brightspace. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in Brightspace and I'll answer them promptly. Thank you so much for watching this, and I hope you learned something new. Thank you.